Hi guys and girls, it's Team Massive Joe's sponsored athlete, Asha. I'm here with Keeping Up with Asha, a fitness model's journal, season 7, episode number 8. So I am currently depleting. Sorry, I do apologize if I'm a little bit delirious. So we are currently in peak week for the WBFF competition, which is in Gold Coast on Saturday. So I am day 3 of carb deplete. So it's been fun. Nah, it's seriously been not too bad, to be honest. But let's just fill you in a little bit about what's been happening lately. So in terms of prep, so since my last vlog, I cut calories a little bit. So I went from 2.5 to 2.2 and then down to 2,000 calories. So I'm still eating a shitload of calories, especially for a female in a full swing of deplete. So it doesn't feel like I'm eating a lot. I feel like I'm eating nothing right now, but yeah, so I'm still eating a shitload of calories in terms of that. Cardio wise, I didn't honestly do a lot of cardio. I think the maximum I ended up doing, and that was last week, I did 4 Stairmasters for 30 minutes and the rest was just low intense sort of stuff, so just walks. And I added in a couple of HIIT sessions when I kind of had the energy to do so. So just like 2 15-minute HIIT sessions. And that was last week. So that was like the peak of my cardio. And in terms of like weights and stuff like that, last week was probably the hardest week in terms of energy wise, that I kind of struggled to lift anything to the extreme. I still had really good sessions, like I still pushed through all my weight trainings, but in terms of like energy and hitting big numbers, obviously that just didn't happen. So that's kind of like the mental game with all of that, because obviously you want to try and push as hard as you can, especially coming into the last couple of weeks of prep, but I just kind of had to back down and kind of listen to my body and listen to the way that I was feeling, and really taper that down. So last week, I really just did like full legs, so I didn't really isolate anything as such besides my glutes, and same with upper body, so I kind of tried to just combine everything, and yeah, just kind of did upper and lower bodies, and whenever I could isolate something, then obviously I did. I just tried to do what I could. Trained the body parts that I could. I didn't have a particular split. I just kind of trained when I wasn't sore. And yeah, I really tapered down the workload last week as well. In saying that, we did have the Team Asha girls compete last week. So that was full swing. We had 6 girls compete at the SA show here. We walked away with 2 firsts and a second, and all the other girls did really, really well. So it was a lot of their first show. So yeah, congrats girls on all of that. Oh, this is hard. So this week, so peak week, let's run through what I've been doing this week. So Monday I started my deplete on Monday. I didn't have a refeed or anything on Saturday. I kind of just cruised through as is, and started my deplete on Monday. So I was a little bit hesitant to do any sort of deplete, obviously because I'm really, really lean as it is now. But you know, I really wanted to push myself to that next level and prove that I could do something a little bit different. So I decided to do a 3-day carb deplete. And obviously networking with different coaches and kind of gathering a few different ideas as well kind of led to my decision on what to do. So in terms of that, we decided to do a 3-day deplete. So when I say that, I just mean depleting my carbs for 3 days. So Monday, Tuesday and today, which is Wednesday. And then I'm going to do a carb load for 2 days leading into the show, so Thursday and Friday. So the last 3 days, yeah, have been quite intense in terms of energy wise. Still been doing obviously my weight training and stuff like that. But yeah, in terms of like energy and mental focus, it's been quite hard, obviously depleting yourself like that. But in terms of everything else, my cardio has just been really light, so just low intense cardio. I haven't been doing any HIIT sessions as such. And for the next few days, it will just be really trying to keep my feet up as much as possible just to get the fluid out of my legs. But peak week is amazing, and I love peak week. It's obviously the pamper week, so you know, getting your hair done, getting your nails done, you know, getting pampered like eyelashes. So in terms of that, you know, it is a really relaxing week, and it's a beautiful week to go through. It's a beautiful process in terms of that, especially for females. Joe, on the other hand, not so much. But yeah, it's been really good. And of course, my little sister Taylor is here at the moment, so she's been here with me all week, which has been, you know, a huge blessing in disguise, having her by my side every step of the way, so from wake to sleep. So yeah, we've kind of just been by our sides and pushing through as best as we can together. So it's so amazing to have her experience the way that I feel. So after like coming into the 6th year of having her by my side backstage, you know, she understands me a lot, but having her do the process and completely understand how I feel, it cracks me up. It's so great. I love it so much. But yeah, it's been an absolutely incredible journey having her by my side as well. So obviously, I've got another girl, one of the other girls, Team Asha, who will be competing with us as well. So she's in Gold Coast at the moment, lucky her. And she's actually from Alice Springs, so she's from my hometown. So yeah, that's Amy. So there's going to be the 4 of us there competing from SA, and obviously there's a huge team from South Australia heading over, which is incredible. It's incredible to see. So fingers crossed that one day the WBFF will come to South Australia. But for now, yeah, it's really good that we can take a team over and compete for South Australia. What else can I tell you? I feel like I could tell you so much right now. So obviously we fly out tomorrow, which is going to be really nice. Gold Coast is really beautiful at the moment. Other than that, really not a lot has been happening. You know, the prep's been, you know, absolutely incredible. I put up a transformation photo Tuesday, so I'm really happy with that photo. It's, you know, you kind of look at yourself and underestimate the progress that you've made until you put those photos together. It freaking blows you away. Like, it's absolutely incredible. So I had some amazing feedback from that photo, so just the support is absolutely incredible. So thank you everyone for your ongoing support. It means the world to me to have everyone on my side. I've actually had no negative feedback about what I'm doing, or, you know, the change of federation and, you know, lifting again and putting on size. It's all been absolutely positive. So it's been absolutely mind-blowing, and I can't believe I was so nervous to tell everyone. It kind of seems a bit silly now, but yeah, it's been really great to have that positive feedback. So I guess we could talk about physique a little bit. Obviously I was doing the body scans from Smart Analysis. I haven't had one this week, so hopefully I can get in today to see what my body fat's doing. Obviously it's a little bit hard at the moment because I am putting a little bit more water into my day than what I normally would. I'm not doing like a full water load, but I'm just increasing my water a little bit. So that can generally throw things off a bit as well. But in terms of that, I've nearly lost, I think it was like 8 to 9% body fat from the last scan. So I'm hoping I can get down to about 10%. But yeah, it's hard to tell, obviously, unless you scan yourself on the day to what you actually get down to. But in terms of like body weight, like kilos as such, haven't really bounced a lot down. Obviously I started at like 56.9 or around about 57, and I've only today dropped down to 54.6, so I don't lose a lot of weight in that such. And I only lost, that was a kilo this week, so I only lost that kilo I lost a kilo this week, but that was purely just glycogen. So it's just like glycogen weight gone. So as soon as I start putting the carbs back in, the weight's gonna bounce back up. So I try not to fixate myself on that. I'm not really in that stage of my, I guess I'm a little bit past that time where I need to lose the weight as such. It's more so just losing the body fat and trying to maintain the size, so the weight doesn't drop a huge amount like most people's preps would. So that's something that I monitor with my girls until they get to that level where that's something that we don't really need to monitor. Measurements haven't really changed a lot. My legs are probably the biggest thing. They've gone up quite a bit. Waist has dropped a couple of centimetres, but I'm still sitting around 60 centimetres, so it generally won't drop any further than that now. I don't really have any body fat left on my upper body at all, so it's absolutely mind-blowing. But yeah, so my measurements haven't really changed. It's really just changing the composition with the body fat. So I guess it can be a little bit mind controlling, not seeing changes when I'm so used to doing measurements, but I've really just had to fixate myself on taking progress photos and videos in particular, than looking at the numbers on the scales and the measurements of the measuring tape. So in terms of that, that's kind of like where I'm sitting with that. So for you that do ask, I am currently sitting at 54.6 kilos. But at the start of the week, I was 55.6. So that's generally where I'll sit. I think that's pretty much it. Diet really hasn't changed a lot. The only thing I really cut was preservatives and sweeteners out the last couple of weeks. So things like protein powders I like to cut, and sweeteners and anything that's kind of artificial that I can cut out of my diet. Obviously some sort of supplements and things like that I can't cut, so I need to keep them in. But if I can eliminate as many as I can, then that's obviously the ideal thing. But in terms of supplements, everything has stayed the same. I haven't cut anything besides protein powder. So everything that I was currently taking, I still am. And that's about it, guys. So we fly out tomorrow. It's really exciting. I'm so excited. I've got my bikini, I've got my theme wear, I've had my hair done, everything is done now. So I am ready to just get up there and rock the shit out of this stage. So I'm so excited. So I really hope to see lots of familiar faces there. It's going to be an amazing show. I can't even speak. It's going to be an amazing show. So I'm so excited to experience this and play a part in it. So yeah, I hope to see you all there. So I do have some training footage for you. So this is from, I think it was 2 weeks ago I took this footage, training at Iron Industry, and it was a leg day. So it was a really amazing leg day. Actually, I couldn't walk for like 3 days after this. But yeah, let's get to the video and I will talk to you soon. So this leg day was done at Iron Industry, which is located in the city in Light Square. So this is currently my work. I work out of this gym. So with quad day, I started off with safety bar squats. So I prefer safety bar squats over normal squats. I just find the loads a lot easier and more stable, especially when you're dropping calories. It feels a lot more safer and secure, and it doesn't put as much tension on my lower back as well. So started off with just normal squats. So with these squats, I just made sure that I really drove my knees out to activate glutes as well. And we just did 15 reps of each. And we did 5 sets of that and just kept the weight quite light. So that was the max weight we went to. The next exercise we did was elevated lunges, and obviously holding the bar underneath with this to keep the weight in the lower half. This is an absolute killer. So with this one, you just have to make sure that your legs are at 90-degree angles, so you don't want any more than that, obviously, because you're taking the tension out of the quads if you do so. So really just make sure you keep the weight on the front quad. Obviously the back quad is going to activate from the first leg, but really try and push through that pain and keep the activation on the front quad as much as possible. So as you can see, I did burn out quite fast. This was the last set. But as soon as you burn out and you really can't push anymore, just drop the weight and just keep burning. So just keep pushing the reps out as much as you can. So that's what I generally like to do, to push past that pain and keep the muscles working. So we supersetted this. So this was a stupid superset. We supersetted it with elevated lunges with the back foot only. So this one really put all the tension on the front legs. So these are also called Bulgarian split squats. And we did 15 of this as well. So this was a little bit tricky because obviously using the safety bar, you can't just throw it off. So when you start to burn, you have to just keep pushing past those reps. So it was absolutely painful. But yeah, good superset, stupid superset, but yeah, it was absolute killer. And not a lot of gyms actually have the safety bar squats, so if you can find a gym that has one, excellent. But come down to Iron Industry because we definitely have one and it is amazing. So the next exercise was sitting on the floor and spewing. No, not really, I didn't spew, but I felt like I needed to. Next exercise was leg press. So with the leg press, we used the band with this. So I don't know if you can see the purple band on the right-hand side. So just keeping the weight quite light. Obviously I wasn't trying to hit PBs, just trying to condition the legs as much as possible. So using the band with this, making sure I really drove my glutes into the seat and really focused on activating the quads. So making sure you keep the knees at 90 degrees as well. Now with this, the most important thing with the band is just to keep the reps consistent. So no stopping and resting as such, and just keeping the same sort of pace the whole way through. And really focusing on squeezing the quads as much as possible. It's amazing, like watching your videos back, how much size you've actually put on in your legs. It's incredible. So another one with this is make sure you don't drive through your toes and keep your heels on the platform as much as possible. We did 20 reps with that one, so that this was a 20 rep exercise. And we supersetted this one as well with banded crab walks. So with the banded crab walks, you can either do them with the big bands or the little bands. So with this one, we did it with the little band, and we just wrapped it around our knees. But I have been enjoying doing it with the big band a lot more the last couple of weeks since doing this workout. So with the crab walks, it's really important to keep your knees driven out and keep the tension on the quads and the glutes as much as possible. So you want to drive through the outer glute and really focus on pulling the adductor as much as you can. Because the quads are so activated from the workout, you're gonna feel it in your quads a little bit more than your adductors and your glutes. And that's obviously what we were aiming for because this is a quad workout, but obviously I like to hit glutes as much as I can in all my workouts. So with this one, it's really important obviously just to try and keep the reps as consistent as possible. So try not to rest pause as much as you can and just really try and push through those reps. Like I did at the end just then, I kind of just forced myself through the rest of the reps. Now you can add weight with this exercise, so if you're feeling game, then add some weight, but add it to the front of you, obviously to keep the tension through the front, where we're putting the tension through the quads. These reps are really messy, so I really apologize, guys. But like I said, really try and keep the reps consistent and really focus on driving through your outer glute and your adductors. And yeah, that was really painful. I actually ended up with bruises along my knees because my quads were so pumped and full of blood that when the band was on there, I ended up with bruises the next day, which was great. So I hope you guys enjoyed my video. So that's where I work. I work out of Iron Industry Gym in the city, so located in Light Square. So make sure you come down and see me. So I have another lot of footage that we will play over now. And it's from Glam Fit Bikinis. So this footage was taken obviously, I think I took it like 4 or 5 weeks ago, possibly. Obviously at Glam Fit Bikinis, which is located here in South Australia, in Adelaide. So I'm really lucky obviously to have them on hand. Now with this bikini fitting, this was obviously to decide what sort of style I wanted to go for, obviously what color I was looking at, and yeah, obviously with the WBFF bikinis, there's so much to think about. It's just not like your standard bikinis. So, you know, like your neck pieces, your bikini bottoms, whether you have straps across the belly, like there is so much glam. It's absolutely incredible. So yeah, obviously having Claire here from Glam Fit, so we just ran through some different bikinis, which is exciting. So yeah, I'm just gonna play that footage over for you, and I really hope you enjoy it. And I'm so excited to show you which one I ended up going for, as well as my theme wear as well, which obviously Glam Fit Bikini have helped me do in terms of the bikini and organised all my theme wear for me. So yeah, a huge thank you to Claire and the team at Glam Fit Bikinis for all your ongoing support and sponsorships. It's a blessing to have you on board, and it makes life so much easier, obviously having you on hand there when we need. And obviously they will be at Gold Coast as well at the WBFF comp, as they sponsor the event. So yeah, if anyone needs any help or advice from Glam Fit Bikinis, they will be there on the day on hand. So yeah, enjoy the footage, guys.
None of you ain't Giselle, can't walk and imagine. A lot of y'all Hollywood drama, past it. Cut bitch, camera off, real shit blasted. I had to give you up, it's only been a year. But I got my foot in the door, and I ain't going nowhere. It's the one in me, and I'm gonna take my time. Push it for me, and let me blow your mind.
So I hope you enjoyed that footage. That is it from me. So I will be vlogging for the next few days leading into the comp. So we'll have a full vlog of everything that I do leading into the show. So I'm really excited to get that done and show you everything that I do. Oh my God, it's so exciting. So you know what to do, hit the subscribe button to stay up to date with all the MassiveJoes.com YouTube videos and all the Keeping Up with Asha YouTube videos as well. So you know what to do, hit the subscribe button to stay up to date. And I am coming to you from MassiveJoes.com.